This is a sound check.
I'm sound checking as well. We're both here sound checking.
I'm sound. I checked.
Yeah, good. Well, you know what? I could be a bit sounder. No. You know what? No, that'll be enough.
Saving all the best material for the sound check. Fuck it. It's not actually a sound check. Let's just get right into it.
Are you okay?
Yeah, fuck it.
Spreading bullshit, whatever they call, but the translation's been lost. All right then.
All right.
Well, that was unexpected.
It was, but you know what else is unexpected? This whole episode.
Yeah, right? Yeah. What the fuck are we doing here?
I don't know.
I've got better things to do. I don't. I should probably be out doing those. But it's terrible weather, which makes a great day for podcasting, I would say.
Yeah.
You know, what the fuck else are you going to do?
It's, sometimes you just got a podcast. But also, we haven't never done, like, just We've done bullshit episodes where you haven't watched the movie before.
Yeah, like just cop-out episodes.
But I feel like there's a lot of stuff to talk about. And we might as well just throw out a bonus episode for everyone who's been listening.
Yeah.
Because,
we asked for some questions. We got some questions,
Yeah.
Yeah, so Brian is pouring his Red Bull tropical thing into his pineapple glass with some rum in it. So
yeah, I'm mixing my Red Bull and rum, which seems like a terrible idea. But I need energy. But
I also need to be drunk.
I also need alcohol because it's a podcast. Every other podcast I listen to, everybody drinks all the time.
Yeah, well, I'm sorry for ruining that.
True. I don't think
people do drink on podcasts, really, do they?
There's one that I watch, and they're doing a drinking episode this weekend, and like the last time.
And the whole idea of that episode is that it's a drinking episode. It's like a special thing.
Well, those are some of the best episodes they do, so I've decided to make every episode that we do
one of the best episodes that we do.
Yeah, we didn't watch a movie or anything. Like, we're just doing this. And
we kind of watched a movie. We watched a movie together.
We did.
But it wasn't in a foreign language. It was in the foreign language of Americano.
Yes, Americano.
Yeah. It's we watched Bo Burnham's movie.
We did watch Bo Burnham's movie.
Yeah,
that is vile.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, that is.
I saw you wince.
Tropical Red Bull and rum does not mix. It doesn't look tropical. Like, it looks clear.
I don't know. It looks the color of rum to me.
Actually, it's not that bad.
No.
I wasn't expecting it.
You've come around on it because you took another sip and remembered, you know what, this is going to get me drunk.
I took another sip. I stopped shaking. I'm on board.
But yeah, what really happened was I walked out of Avengers Endgame because I went and saw that on the night that it came out in Ireland. And I saw a poster for 8th Grade, Bo Burnham's film, which I've been waiting to come out here for maybe a year and a bit.
Yeah.
So I hit you up immediately and was like, this is out and we should see it. Because we both like Bo Burnham. It's not fucking funny. It's a bit funny, but it's not like it's not a comedy film. So if that's your
it's not really
your idea of Bo Burnham, because it is like, to be fair, he's a comedian.
I mean, there's funny stuff in it, but it's more situational humor than like actual jokes.
It's more like just. I've said this to a few people since. It's like anxiety on a screen.
Yeah, but I found myself laughing at how real it was as well. Like, you see where something's going, and you're like, oh my fucking God. And you like start laughing to yourself.
Her dad is hilarious.
Her dad is brilliant.
Yeah,
he's really good.
Yeah. But he's just so funny because you can see where he's coming from with everything, and he's got the best of intentions. And I
noticed that early on, where like genuinely, you get the sense like pretty early on that he's also just trying to do his best.
Yeah.
Like,
and she's just an insufferable teenager.
Yeah,
that's what it's about, by the way. It's about an insufferable teenager.
Yeah, it's about a girl in her last week in 8th grade. So she's what, 14?
I think she's 13? Like 13, 14.
13, 14.
Yeah.
I don't know. Grades don't make sense to
me. Right.
Just
once, if they could have mentioned it. But like, it was one of their birthdays. It was that girl's Kennedy's birthday.
Oh yeah.
I bet if we'd paid attention, we would have heard. I think they were like 13 or 14.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that awkward age.
That fucking birthday scene was just too real.
So uncomfortable.
And it's not like nothing really horrible happens.
No, but it's just
really uncomfortable
really
in like
long,
such a
lingering shots as well.
yeah.
Which like I've always admired that as a style, and because it gives the actors more range, like more space to do shit.
Yeah.
And to kind of fuck around with it. And yeah, it's like that scene where she's talking at the table with her dad. There's such a long shot in that, like a really long, drawn out shot from the one angle, and she just keeps going back to her phone, and he's trying to talk to her and be supportive and stuff.
I'm really interested to know how much of the dialogue rested on the actors and how much of it like Bo Burnham actually directed.
Yeah,
because like the dialogue is so real in it. Like,
it's very responsive.
It sounds like two
everything,
people having a conversation.
Yeah.
It doesn't sound like lines or anything.
Yeah.
It's a really like good movie.
Yeah.
It's so small as well. It's like it's weird going to the cinema and it not being a huge spectacle.
Yeah. I've seen him speak about it a lot because, like I said, I've been waiting for this for a while. But he kind of has spoken about it, saying that he would make jokes about anxiety and talk about his anxiety in interviews and stuff, and then he would get, even though he was talking about the anxiety of being on stage in front of like hundreds of people, he would get messages from like young girls who are like, this is exactly what I'm experiencing on a day-to-day basis. And so he's like, well, you know, then it just tell a story where it's so small and so focused that it's like everything that's happening to this young person is like the most important thing that has happened to them yet in their lives.
That's what it's like when you're that age.
Yeah.
Every day is the most important day of your life because some new shit happened.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. And there's like some like really, again, just realistic like ups and downs, you know, where something goes great for a second and it seems like that's going to be the whole rest of her life is going to be this thing and this group of people or something, and then and then it goes on a little more and it's like, oh wait, no, this is a whole other awful thing. Yeah.
I mean, I remember watching it first and I was kind of, when it ended, I was like, that kind of went nowhere. But then like thinking about it more and more, that like there was a character arc that happened there. Which I don't want to get too into spoilers just yet. We might get into that in a bit. We'll timestamp it accordingly.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was really good.
It's very, 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 very realistic. And I said it to you earlier that I recommended it to a friend of ours, I guess, a friend of the show's, Martin, who is like a guy I know from work. He's really sound. And because he's got like a daughter who's like around that age. Yeah. And I was like, this would either be really great to bring her to or really awful. Because it is just a very realistic account of the incredibly awkward situations that young people are likely to encounter.
She's on the phone to her dad at the party and she's like, no, the party's over. Come pick me up. Don't come inside.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. Just there's one thing I would like to fucking mention, and I suppose it's you know, I guess it's driven by the age of the characters, but you'd get away with thinking that Bo Burnham hates men off of this film.
Yeah.
Like every male character aside from her father, and like I guess the principal guy is just a sex obsessed monster.
There's that one,
but that's kind of also accurate to that age. But
yeah, that kid. Do you do blowjobs?
Yeah, do you do blowjobs? Like, can I see him? You got 30 pictures? Can I see him?
Yeah, that's just what like fucking teenage boys are like though. They're legit.
Yeah.
There's one teacher in it who's like there for a second at the graduation.
Yeah.
But there's two people talking and he's just like, hey. Shh, come on. And like just even that is so real.
Yeah.
Like I've seen teachers do that in real life.
He stutters several times during the speech that he's giving.
Yes.
Yeah, he just falls over words or has to repeat them or whatever, and just goes on as if everything is normal.
You hear like kids shouting stuff out in the background.
Yeah. None of the kids are wearing makeup as well, or at least the ones who are wearing makeup are the ones who are like the popular girls in school, and you know, are all about the look and stuff. Yeah, and I said this to you at the time, but there's no like none of that kind of green screen bullshit on the phones. You know, where they
Yes.
just paste on the picture of an Instagram of conversation or whatever. It's just
No,
really them with
you
their
see
phones
her,
open.
You see her dead eyes like
Yeah.
reflected in the glass as she's doing
Yeah,
those
yeah, and they're like long, drawn
BuzzFeed
out
quizzes.
yeah, sequences of her just, and it kind of made it like seeing it that way, seeing her just zombified and all of this just nonsense flashing up on screen, and just imagining all of that just being burned into her skull for no fucking reason. It's a great kind of depiction of
Ali, when we went with Ali,
Yeah.
a real life teenage girl, not teenage anymore.
no, she's you know she's
was-
still that little emo girl at heart.
And when that scene, like the quiz,
Yeah,
I like looked over at her and I was like, and she was like, "Oh my fucking god!" It's like 1-to-1.
yeah, yeah.
We should have got her in for this actually.
Yeah, it would have been
Yeah.
been good. Where the fuck is she even at? She's still off?
College.
Yeah, at
Yeah.
college now. Yeah, sad. But
Oops.
yeah, it was deeply uncomfortable to watch because like a part of me related a lot to what she was going through just from the anxiety standpoint, but then a lot of me also related very unfortunately to the really horrible male characters in it, just to like a slight degree, just being like, yeah, I remember when I was young and weird and creepy.
I remember when you made all those bad decisions. Like,
But just like
fucking if
it's just it's very reflective of your mindset back then and how you function, like what your priorities are.
on as soon as he sits in the back and goes truth or dare,
Oh,
you're like,
no,
"Oh,
oh god.
I know exactly where
Oh,
this is going."
Oh, it's horrible. It's horrible. Like I've never done that, but I know that situation. You know, like though that happens.
Oh yeah, no,
a
I've never
lot.
done anything as bad as that.
I remember
but,
this
like,
guy. There's this guy, fucking dickhead. I've always hated him. I'm not going to say any name whatsoever, right? But he lives in Carlow.
Do I know him?
You might know of him. You might know him to see him, but I doubt it. He was in my school and he was like ahead of me, and
Okay.
he would just pick on me relentlessly, and other people as well. He was a prick. But then I saw him at a teen disco once when I was like maybe 14 or 15, and he's there in a fucking like full like body tracksuit, you know, the matching tracksuit
Hell yeah.
with no t-shirt under, and just
Ugh.
like zipped open and a chain, and he just walked right past me and just grabbed some girl by the arse who was just standing there ordering a Coke or whatever at this teen disco, and just continues walking on. Or I think he may have just like grabbed her and turned her and forced her into a shift. Do you know? This is just awful stuff.
Holy shit!
I was always
yeah,
like,
that's-
how can you be that guy?
Yeah, it's
Who
the chain
wants
without
to
the
be that?
t-shirt as
Yeah,
well.
man,
That's
it's
just,
so.
that's the cherry on top.
Oh,
It's just-
he's like the whitest guy.
I know
I've seen,
exactly
the
what.
pastiest
I don't know who
white
you're
guy.
talking about. I know exactly what he looks like.
Yeah.
As soon as you said tracksuit open chain, pasty, fucking
Yeah, pasty
fucking
as fuck.
white.
Yeah, he's got the as I was just mentioned to you earlier, the Africa
Maybe he was
pack,
wearing a white
where
t-shirt.
you've got no muscle whatsoever, but there's no fat either to cover things up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Horrible time to be
horrible
alive.
Teenagers.
Oh man, it's so bad. And
Yeah.
like we related to it with the social media thing, like to a degree, but like she's even younger than we would have been, and she can do so much more with it. Like the stuff that she's doing and that she's engaging with, we didn't start getting involved with until we were like 16, 17, 18.
Yeah, Twitter wasn't a thing in
you
my
know.
school until like 5th year, which is like the second last year.
I'm still don't tweet, you know.
Yeah. Fucking yeah, like we were just on the tail end of no social media. I'm kind of happy. I feel like social media has just added a whole nother dimension to being a teenager that's probably the worst. To be honest.
I feel like it came to us at the
We had
perfect time
Facebook.
to yeah, kind of, because we were able to keep in touch with each other, and although it still did have like that double life kind of thing to it, which was a big problem. Like I feel like we were kind of a bit more able to deal with it, maybe because it wasn't to the same extent. Like I remember the summer I got Facebook, I added all of my friends from all and not my friends, all these people from school that I didn't know on Facebook.
Yeah, that's
and then,
a mistake.
But then we would talk and have great conversations. People from second year in my school who I couldn't tell based off of their profile pictures who they actually were in real life. I would just talk to them and they'd be like, yeah, I'm in second year in your school. You wear that AC/DC hoodie. I think you're real cool. And we would just talk. And I had so many friends on Facebook that I never spoke to in real life. And that was a really weird thing.
I was the opposite.
Yeah?
Yeah, I would only like friend people who I actually like was acquaintances with.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't just friend a bunch of people from my school because I was like, what the fuck am I gonna do? Like talk to you? I don't want to talk to you.
Yeah.
You don't want to talk to me. Let's just not talk.
You see, this is then where like just anxiety started to build up in me, because it was like this weird unspoken thing where I'd see people in the hall or something, I might give them a fucking nod, you know, but like we just have full on like lengthy conversations at night when we go home, and it's like, and then you start to feel like you can't talk to people in person, you know, you can only talk to people online, and it's a horrible time to be alive.
Yeah.
You know, it's really bad, and I feel like it is really, really well represented in this film.
Man, I don't even have lengthy conversations with my friends on Facebook.
I don't have lengthy conversations with people on Facebook anymore.
I talk to Ali on Facebook a lot because she's up in college, and you know, and we're like, we don't really like.
We don't chat. Really,
we don't
all
chat.
that often.
Like, I'm
every
just
now
like,
and then we
what
do
we
over like
do?
a piece of music one of us is writing or something.
Yeah.
You know,
or in the group chat sometimes. Like, but that's more of a.
Anyone can get in on that if they're there.
That's,
you know. Yeah.
But like I don't like usually when I message like one of my friends, it's like there'll be like maybe 5 or 6 messages back and forth, and that's the end of it.
Yeah.
But I remember like being a teenager, you would just talk.
Yeah.
And sometimes that could go weird.
Do you have that? What was it? IGN Messenger? What was that? What
MSN.
was it called? MSN. Do you have MSN?
No, I didn't.
No.
I was just.
I had MSN.
I didn't get the
had
internet
MSN
until
for
I
a
was
minute.
like 14.
Yeah.
Which was probably a good thing.
Probably a good thing.
Yeah.
I didn't get Wi-Fi for ages. It took us forever to get Wi-Fi, and so we would just have a modem, and one person could be on the internet at the one time, because we plugged into the fucking laptop. Like, our internet was in a thing.
I remember I like got chatting to a friend on Facebook when I was like 15.
Yeah.
And it was a girl, and she was older than me.
Yeah.
But I was like, I'm talking to a girl, holy shit. I'm 15.
Yeah.
So we were chatting away, and we've never talked in real life. I've never even seen her in real life. And then one day I was walking like from school to the library, and I get a like really angry message from her being like, you never said hi.
Wow.
And I was like, what? I don't know you.
Yeah, man, that would happen. That would happen sometimes. I would, because we would go to the vault, and like we'd play music.
The vault
in the
was
vault.
a youth.
It was a youth service in Carlow, and we would play music there. And then I would go home and I would have messages from these people, mostly women that I would speak to. These two girls. And they'd be like, yeah, I saw you tonight, you did really well. And I'm like, who the fuck are you? Like, I still just wouldn't know, because their Facebook profiler would be like a fucking My Little Pony or something.
Or
you know?
17 people.
Yeah.
Man, do you know what I missed? The one thing I really missed from being a teenager?
What?
Getting kicked out of the vault for saying fuck. Man, we got kicked off the vault stage so many times.
Yeah.
And like,
I didn't really get kicked off the vault stage. They fucking love me.
Yeah, you were family friendly. You were pretty.
Kind of, but not really. Like, I had songs that were really blatantly about like getting head. I wrote one specifically to piss off Finn, because I always would cover a song by Panic at the Disco about getting head.
New Perspective.
Yeah, New
I know
Perspective.
Yeah.
Pretty good song. And then Finn and Austin were like, yeah,
acoustic
you do.
version's better.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, and that's the one I would do. And Finn and Austin were like, yeah, Dara just loves playing the blowjob song. He just loves the blowjob song. And so I was like, I'm going to fucking write a blowjob song. And it's way more disgusting than New Perspective. And I never had a problem playing it in the vault. No one ever said anything.
That's because they probably didn't.
They weren't paying attention.
Yeah.
They weren't paying enough attention.
They were paying attention to us, because Finn would say fuck once, and they'd be like, you get out.
Yeah.
And then next week we'd be like, can we come back in? And they're like, yeah, sure.
Well, but you guys were different about it. You were kind of dicks. Like, because like there was one time that we were just having like a meeting of the music club in the vault on like a Saturday morning, and then you guys showed up with the intention of trying to get kicked out. It was a competition to see who would get kicked out first out of the three of you.
Shit.
And so you just walked in, and you were just walking in and be like, hey, yo, Jimmy, fuck you. fuck you and fuck your mother. Fuck your whole fucking
I
family,
would never
Jimmy.
do that to
You and your
Jimmy.
stupid
Never
fucking
did that.
cricket. You did. And Jimmy is the soundest guy ever.
I didn't do that.
You did. You did. It was all of Nuke the Wells was the three of you.
No,
First in.
I wouldn't have done that.
I fucking remember it, bro.
Man, I don't remember that at
Well,
all.
I do.
That's hilarious.
It was pretty funny.
Yeah, because
But, you
like I
know-
don't hate Jimmy. Jimmy knows that I knew
know.
that I didn't hate him.
I know, yeah, but like just intentionally making.
Oh, we
their
were
jobs
shit because
harder,
it's
like.
because we were cool. You know, we wanted to be really cool, so we would, you know, just be dicks. Not to other people. We'd never like cause trouble for people.
No.
We'd just be like anti-establishment.
Even though the establishment was pretty lovely in the vault.
Yeah, they were
It's
really,
like the
really
nicest
nice. Yeah.
establishment of the establishments that we partook in.
But then,
as
like,
children.
we'd show up every week and they'd still let us in because,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
we've
They need the numbers to justify keeping it up.
that's probably part of it too. But I think they liked us. Like, I don't think they hated us in the vault. Like,
I don't think they did.
no.
But I think they did for a while.
I could see them hating Finn and Austin, but I'm really nice.
And they still don't. Like, whenever we see Jimmy or whatever, he's always delighted to see us or Paul.
Yeah.
Anyway, no one knows what we're talking about.
Yeah. I
Um,
wanted to reminisce about the vault.
Yeah, those were good fucking days, man.
Remember the IYMAs?
Oh, yeah, man. They were
Remember
great.
Remember we went up to the Aviva Stadium?
Yeah.
I fell asleep on a table.
Played a Bo Burnham song at a fucking open mic at the IYMAs.
I played. Yes, I sang
Yeah.
with you.
Yeah. It was great.
That's
Art is dead.
embarrassing to think about now.
Why?
Because I'm still not good at singing.
Ah,
I
man,
definitely
that was
wasn't
great. We
back
all had
then.
our faces painted. I was
Oh,
Spider-Man.
yeah. I got a cobra.
You
or
got
a
a snake on your
Yeah.
face, and Finn was the poo bandit. He had the word poo written on his forehead and a little dollop of shit on either cheek.
Yes, beautiful. Man.
So this is Bo Burnham film anyway. It was,
Yeah, it was really good. It really
yeah.
brings back all those teenage memories.
But yeah, it's good. It's kind of you're right a little bit in that it does kind of go nowhere, but it's also
That's fine. It doesn't
it doesn't
need
need
to,
to.
yeah.
It doesn't
Yeah.
need to. It
And the main
achieves what it
character
meant
has
to.
an arc.
Yeah,
like-
yeah.
What are we gonna do? Would you recommend 8th grade?
Oh, definitely. Yeah, absolutely.
yeah. It's in cinemas until Friday, I think.
Yeah, not very long for
In our town.
Ireland. Yeah,
I don't know
yeah,
about
yeah,
other
yeah.
towns.
Yeah. So we should
Um,
try and get this podcast out real soon.
Definitely.
Yeah.
It'll be out by tomorrow, hopefully.
Sweet.
Because it won't take as long to upload, I hope. Depends on how long we talk. We still have to get into Avengers Endgame.
That's right. Yeah.
But we'll leave that till the end, I think.
Yeah. What have you
because-
got? You had a thing, right?
Yes. No, we both have a thing, actually.
Okay.
Gotta go fast, Dara.
Oh, that's right.
Dara,
yeah,
you
the
gotta go
stupid
fast.
Thing. Yeah.
We've been spending most of our lives
Going too
living
slow.
in a Sonic live-action movieless paradise.
Yeah, like look.
Why
it looks,
is the song Gangster's Paradise? He's not a gangster. He's a hedgehog. Hedgehogs can't be gangsters.
Dr. Eggman isn't even a fucking gangster.
No, Jim Carrey is like the least thug person ever.
Yeah. Look, man, it looks like
Is
a children's
Jim Carrey
movie.
the whitest man alive?
I think that we've already decided that was Benedict Cumberbatch.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jim Carrey's up there though. 'cause
He's up there.
He's like
He's
crazy
well
white
up there.
guy.
Yeah. See him in Kick-Ass 2. Bad movie, but good
Terrible
performance by
movie.
him.
Terrible movie.
But he's good in it. He's really good in that terrible film.
The movie's so bad though.
Yeah, it's so bad.
I really
It's
like
so
the first
bad.
one too.
There's a joke in that movie where the villain is trying to rape a woman and he can't get an erection. And it's like, haha, that's bad. That's
Yeah.
really bad. That's a terrible joke.
There's
Don't
a-
make that joke.
There is a joke that is literally haha poo poo
Is
with
there?
the shit stick when she hits the.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
That's
yeah.
just a bunch of teenagers shitting themselves.
Yeah.
That's the reason why I can't watch season 2 of American Vandal.
Oh, man. I forgot about that show. I totally forgot
I've heard
about
it's really good, but just the shitting makes me uncomfortable. Like it really. Watching a bunch of children shit
You
themselves.
listen to your mom's house.
That's fine. I don't like. It's just the fact that they're like school children shitting themselves, and you see it. That just kind of just grosses
It's not
me out.
real, Brian.
It's not real at
They
all.
really shit
I don't know why it
themselves.
makes me so uncomfortable. It just does. And it's like the one thing I love. Horrible horrible movies, but that's too much. I want to see a kid shit themselves.
Speaking of horrible movies, Sonic the Hedgehog trailer. Look, this is what the internet seems to think. Anyway, it just looks like a fucking kids movie.
It
so
does look
whatever.
like a kids
Who
movie.
cares?
Yeah.
He looks weird. You're right. The teeth are weird. I don't like the teeth at all.
He's only wearing shoes.
Yeah. That is a bit strange. But also, he's an animal, so he's an animal that's running. So he's got shoes on.
He looks.
But why does he need to wear other clothes?
He
does
looks.
Sonic wear clothes?
No, he doesn't.
But does he wear shoes?
He wears shoes.
Well, sure then. He
He wears gloves in the movie in the games.
But he's just not wearing gloves.
He just has white fur on his hands.
Yeah, that's kind of weird, isn't it? That is kind of weird.
But the problem is that the Sonic in the video game is like a cartoon. He's got noodly arms. He's a cartoon. But in this, he's weirdly like human proportioned. He's got like calves.
Yeah, but here's the thing, right? I agree. I think that the fact that he was only wearing shoes would be weirder if he was only wearing shoes and gloves. No, because then he's wearing 2 articles of clothing, but he's not covering any of his bits. But if he's just wearing shoes, I can get behind that because I'm like, well, you run. That's your thing. You're fast.
Yeah.
So you need shoes. But you don't need to wear clothes because you're a hedgehog. And he doesn't really need gloves, does he? What does a hedgehog need gloves for?
I don't know. Yeah, he doesn't need gloves.
He's just a fast hedgehog, so he needs some shoes. But he doesn't need gloves. Maybe his hands get cold. But they're all furry, so they're fine.
Hang on, I'll open this up while we're here.
What's this? The trailer?
I'm afraid not the trailer. Just the. You see, there's this picture of Sonic.
Okay, yeah.
Which, if I can take a note of the time,
you'll edit it in.
I will edit it in here. Sorry, I had to get the timestamp set up and show Dara what Sonic looks like because he doesn't play video games.
I knew what Sonic
you know what he looks like, but you needed a refresher.
Yeah, all right.
Which is fair.
Yeah, okay. So they're upset then that his eyes don't meet in the middle, even though that's ridiculous, but whatever. Yeah. And so you photoshopped it.
So this is the original
okay.
picture of him?
Yeah.
People were pissed off about people didn't like the teeth.
Yeah, because they're weird.
People didn't like the eyes.
Yeah,
so I think I've managed to eliminate both problems.
Okay, hit me. Oh, wow. Ooh.
There he is.
Ooh.
What do you think?
Is that really what people want?
Is he look better, you think?
Is he look better?
Is he look better?
Is he look better? He isn't look better.
I think he looks great. I think he's a beautiful baby boy.
I think
look at his smile.
Looks terrifying.
Look at his smile.
I think you have the Photoshop ability to have done that better, to be honest. It looks terrifying.
I did that in like maybe 5 minutes when I got home.
Well, where's the one of him being all thick? You said you made a thick Sonic.
Oh yeah, people are mad because he's got no ass.
Yeah.
Which is a weird thing to
weird
be mad
complaint,
about.
but I've heard ass complaints on the internet before.
So I just made him a bit thicker.
Oh yeah, more of an
little bit more of a bubble
shape.
butt.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
Damn.
nice. Yeah.
Sitting over here licking my lips.
Who's the girl? Is there a girl hedgehog?
There's Amy the hedgehog. Amy the hedgehog. I don't know what the fuck. I'm not a Sonic fan.
Are they all hedgehogs?
No, there's Knuckles the echidna.
Echidna?
Yeah.
He's an echidna?
Yeah.
What the fuck's an echidna?
They're like weird porcupine-looking things.
Okay.
They're pretty. They don't look like how he looks at all. He's red. He's this red. I'm pointing to the microphone.
And he's got big, huge hands.
He does.
I'm guessing echidna don't.
No, they have 4 legs like every other animal.
Yeah.
Hedgehogs don't wear one pair of shoes. He looks like fucking
kangaroo.
He looks like in a porn when the guy leaves his shoes on. When the guy's like nude, but he just has like some sneakers on. That's what Sonic the Hedgehog looks like. It's fucking weird.
I don't think so. I think it looks fine. I think he looks like a hedgehog who's wearing shoes because he's a fast hedgehog.
He doesn't look like a hedgehog. He's blue. And he walks on 2 legs like a man.
I think he looks like Sonic the Hedgehog. I don't think Sonic the Hedgehog ever looked like a hedgehog to begin with.
He has the teeth of a man.
Joining the eyes, as we've decided, would have been weird, right? The teeth are weird too and they should go. But also, I don't really know what you do about the teeth. You just have nothing? How does he eat?
What? He eats chili dogs in the old cartoon.
Well, you have to bite a chili dog.
You fucking barely do. It's like mush.
Come on. You have to chew. You couldn't be swallowing them whole, Brian. Think of his digestion. He's got to run fast,
You can
Brian.
mash him up. You can mash
You
him
can't
up.
get cramps. You can't be
Yeah, what
getting
the fuck?
stitches while he's running.
Chili dog seems like a ridiculous thing for someone who runs really fast to eat.
Well, the Flash just needs to eat like a bazillion calories a day. So he's actually got like a little thing in his suit that he can just keep snacks in. Because he burns a fuck ton of calories running that fast.
Yeah, they ever like... Why isn't the Flash like emaciated? Like,
because he eats a bunch of food.
he should have the worst
He's always
like
eating like
jogger's body.
He's like the joke of the Justice League because he's just there scarfing down pizzas and shit. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Are they, they could just be like, it's magic.
They could do that, but I like that they don't because that would be shit.
Yeah, but then like once they add in like, oh, he has to eat a bunch of calories because he's always running fast. He runs so fast that like it's unrealistic how many calories he would have to eat to not
I know, man.
die.
Fucking Terry Crews claims in Brooklyn Nine-Nine that he has to eat 10,000 calories a day to maintain muscle mass. I find that pretty unrealistic.
Yeah, I think that's a joke in the
yeah, exactly. So
I've been rewatching the first season of that again.
Yeah.
I forgot about Terry's cousin,
Oh yeah.
who is like huge.
Is that his cousin or his brother-in-law?
His brother-in-law.
His brother-in-law.
Zeke.
Yeah.
Tiny Terry.
Does Tiny
He's-
Terry want a pickle?
He's so big that
He's
his
huge.
voice is distorted. Like he's got the voice of a giant man. Anyway, that was a
Quick aside.
quick aside.
Yeah. But fucking Jim Carrey looks amazing as Dr. Eggman.
Yeah,
He's
there's
got
a-
some great hair in the fucking in the rest of it,
It
as well.
seems like as the movie goes on, he gets more and more Eggman-like
Yeah,
or
yeah.
Robotnik-like, whichever the fuck. Who cares?
How weird is Jim Carrey?
Yeah.
What a weird guy. I know I've brought this up on the podcast before, but there's something up with Jim Carrey, and I want to know what it is. It's going to be one of these things we're not going to know until he's dead, maybe even years after he's dead, but there's something weird about Jim Carrey.
I'm going to pause it real quick.
Okay.
Because I don't know if this is like... I don't know, though, if that's true.
Oof.
I don't know why I paused that as if Jim Carrey is going to be like, why are you spreading rumors about me, Brian?
He said
But-
that he killed his ex-wife.
I didn't say it.
By accident.
I remember hearing something like that. Something weird.
I think that he was up in court because it was suspicious. I do think that you're on the ball there.
Yeah. Have you seen Jim and Andy?
I saw some of it.
documentary.
I saw some of it.
That's worth watching. That's
Then
a
I
really
saw.
good
I kind
documentary.
of felt like I was just watching Jim Carrey be a dickhead.
That's the point of the
Yeah.
documentary.
Yeah.
Yeah, did you get to the bit where he has cancer?
No. Who?
Where-
Jim Carrey?
No, Andy Kaufman died of cancer.
During the filming of this
No.
thing. Oh, he just died of cancer.
Yeah, it's about Jim Carrey filming or being
Yeah.
on set to film a biography.
Yeah, and
of
I'm saying so. While during the filming of that, he dies of cancer. Is that what you're saying?
Andy Kaufman.
Yes.
No. He died of cancer way before they filmed this.
Okay.
But then Jim Carrey shows up to set in a wheelchair with his head shaved,
Oh God.
and he wants everyone to treat him as if he actually has cancer. And Danny DeVito's like, "Fuck this, fuck you."
I didn't realize Danny DeVito's in it. I'm
yeah,
definitely
yeah.
gonna give that another go. Yeah.
I'm not doing it. Yeah, he gets incensed about that.
I can imagine. Danny
Which is
DeVito
fair.
takes no shit.
Danny DeVito doesn't need to take shit.
No, he's Danny the fucking Vito.
He should have been Dr. Eggman.
I
He actually probably would have been.
Yeah, he would have been actually
Yeah.
kind of great. To be honest.
He should have been Detective Pikachu. Our friend Ushin the other day was like, "You need to let it go." And I was like, I mean, Ryan Reynolds is probably going to do a great job.
Yeah. I mean, he'll just be Deadpool, like, which is fine, I guess.
Did you see the pictures of him meeting the big Pikachu?
No. Oh, I did actually. Yes.
It's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
He's like holding its hand and
Yeah.
yeah.
Very cute. He's very cute.
He is.
Yeah. He looks really hardcore these days, This is kind of ever since he's done Deadpool. So he's always got like the shaved head, but this like kind of stubbly. He's all veiny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's fucking Deadpool now. That's his. He was in all those terrible rom-coms forever.
Yeah.
And then he
just
finally
wants
got to
yeah.
be Deadpool, and
Yeah.
he's like, "Fuck yes,
I'm jumping on board with this.
Yeah.
I'm running with it. He tried being Green Lantern. He tried
Oh.
being Deadpool, but shit.
I'm glad he got there in the end.
Yeah,
because
you know what?
Deadpool's
He
a really
deserved
good
it, to
movie.
be honest.
Deadpool is a great movie.
Yeah.
I haven't seen the second one, but
Pretty good.
I assume it's just more of the same.
Yeah, but pretty good.
Yeah.
No, it's just pretty good. No, it's the same.
Yeah, same director.
Same,
or-
but good. No, unfortunately not. But still pretty
It's
good.
an old Kick-Ass situation.
Was Kick-Ass a different director?
Yeah, someone.
Kick-Ass 2 was way worse than Deadpool 2.
Oh, dude, yeah.
Kick-Ass 2 fucking sucks. By the way, I mentioned to Keith and Evan the other day that we record this podcast into Audacity, and they were like, that's disgraceful.
Wait, what?
I mentioned to Keith and Evan the other day that we record this podcast into Audacity, and they were like, that is disgraceful.
Why is that disgraceful?
Because Audacity sucks.
What the fuck do they want us to
shit.
do?
They were saying, oh, fuck it. What's the one that Keith was recommending?
Some bullshit hipster program.
But no, but it would have been, it would be better for recording with my good mic as well.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I suppose if we're doing it for music. And
Yeah.
stuff.
Oh, I can't remember what it's called.
Pro Tools.
No, I'll ask him again.
Fruity Loops.
E something. Maybe it's got an E and an L in it.
Oh. No. I have no idea.
Fuck it. Well, we'll find it after the show. But yeah, anyway, what were you looking up there? What were you looking into?
Oh, who directed Kick-Ass?
Oh yeah, well, it was Matthew Vaughn directed
Yeah.
the first one anyway.
Who was Kingsman?
And he did direct the second as well, didn't he? It just sucks.
No, I don't think he directed the second.
Are you sure?
I'm almost 100% sure. Jeff Wadlow directed this. One of the directors directed the second one.
Oh, okay.
So the first one was directed by
Matthew Vaughn.
and Jeff Wadlow.
And then okay,
Clearly, Matthew Vaughn was the good director.
Yeah, yeah.
Because Kick-Ass 2 is just a
shit. It's so bad. Looks bad. Like everything about it is bad. One of the only upsides is how shredded Kick-Ass is. Just for a second at the end, you're like, whoa, fuck, look at Kick-Ass.
Oh my god.
What?
Jeff Wadlow also directed The True Memoirs of an International Assassin.
What is that?
Which is a Netflix original movie
Oh my
starring
god,
Kevin James.
Wow.
That I watched when it came out because it was a new Kevin James flick.
Dog shit.
Oh my god, like horrific.
Yeah. Oh man. Wow. I remember seeing Mall Cop in the cinema. I was like, I was so upset. I was really
Mall
upset.
Cop is a classic.
I was really upset with
Paul Blart
how my time had been
farts
wasted.
in a mall.
And plays Guitar Hero.
He's got diabetes. He's gonna go into hypoglycemic shock, Dara.
And gets the really hot girl from Glee. She's the girl in Glee. She's in Glee. She's got like terrible OCD or something, and she's in Glee.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was a shit movie.
Do you remember Glee? Remember Glee? Glee was huge.
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
Directed by the same guy who directed American Horror Story.
Really?
Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah,
Yeah,
really
I
weird.
watched like a bit of Glee with my family. Watched a fair bit of Glee. It was like a thing we watched as a family. But like there were certain things I just had to sit there. Like we had to have like family time and watch a thing together. And Glee was one of my favorite ones because it had like a decent amount of barely legal tale. Just to like hot younger women. And I was like a really hormonal teenager. So I fucking absolutely adored it. But, you know, I still thought it was shit, ultimately.
I just hate the idea of a Glee club. And if I ever meet anyone who's in a Glee club, I want to push them into a locker.
And yeah,
like,
unless you're playing, like, just, I don't know. But it was so big. Glee was so big.
Yeah, it was huge.
Then that guy died. Do you remember that?
No.
One of the guys who was huge in Glee, and he was like, he was like, it was one of those weird things where he was like a 30-year-old man or something who was pretending to be a high school student, and he looked old as fuck, but he was also in pretty good shape. He was like pretty buff. He died of a drug overdose.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a really big deal. I think it might have been heroin, but I would like to fact check that right now, to be honest.
Dude.
What's that fucking guy's name? Hang on.
I've never seen a single episode of Glee.
Glee actor dead. Look, it's the first thing that comes up.
Did they ever stop a school shooting by singing?
Corey Monteith, what?
Did they ever stop a school shooting by singing?
Not as far as I know, but...
Okay, then someone lied to me.
Why did he die, though? Hit me with the death. How did he die?
Give me the juicy details.
How did Puckerman from Glee die?
Puckerman.
Sailing was found From apparent suicide by hanging.
Oh, that's
I wish
not
I hadn't
heroin.
brought this up. Wow. Jesus. Oh, I'm sorry I said it was heroin. Somebody told me that it was like a drug overdose.
And somebody told
it was
me
like
that they singed and stopped a
school shooting.
But I think that was a different show.
I think it might have been. There was that girl, the head girl, the lead girl of that show was so weird to me because she was one of those really confusing things, bro. Like, well, am I attracted to you or not? You know, when you're young and you still haven't figured out, you're like, if you think you sometime, maybe. Varied from episode to episode.
What's going on here?
Such a fucking weird show. Such a weird show. Oh, so strange.
It's also the director of American Crime Story, the O.J. Simpson trial show.
Really?
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, I've heard. That's really
Yeah.
good, which is weird because the same guy who did American Horror Story, which is
And Glee.
just complete shit. It's good shit, though.
Glee
like,
are the fucking reason that we have to listen to Don't Stop Believin' every time we go on a night out. It's always played by the DJ, and it's because of Glee.
Can we talk
And they
about
don't play the
how-
Glee version. They play the original. Both suck.
Can we talk about how, that song is terrible and was never good? Literally was never fucking good.
No.
Journey suck. They're
Yeah.
the lamest band that's ever lived. If you like that song, you suck.
Well, at least your taste in music goes a bit.
No, you as a person suck. And just stop following the podcast.
You know what? I'm happy to have you. Thank you very much. The thoughts and concerns of my idiot co-host.
Well, that makes one
do
of us.
not represent my own.
Journey, fucking The Final Countdown.
That song's lame as fuck.
That song fucking sucks.
Diddly-doo.
Ah,
Diddly-doo.
that's about as much as we can do. That's about as much as we can do without getting copyright struck.
The final countdown.
And people always use that as like a joke thing too.
Yeah.
And it's
but
never funny.
But it's it's like a bad song. That's kind of the
Yeah.
joke, I think. Yeah.
But
yeah,
it's
it really sucks.
Ugh,
Yeah.
I fucking...
Yeah, they're lame as fuck. They're really lame. There's kind of nothing.
Don't Stop
interesting
Believing is
about them.
really a heinous one. That's a lot of people really like that song, and I think they're dumb because of it. It's an awful. It's just so bad. If you think that's a good song, there's no hope for you. You have no taste. What else do you think is good? Hitler? Probably. You think bad things are good? Murder?
Right, what the fuck else have we got? Avengers Endgame. I saw that thing.
We'll
Saw
do that last.
film. What else do we have then? other than that?
Questions.
Oh, that's right. That's right. I didn't write a questions theme. Brian did.
But why? That's
Writing questions, whatever the cost. Answering questions, whatever the cost. But, the ones for Finn were temporarily lost until we realized that he just commented them on the Facebook post and we just didn't realize because we're kind of thick.
spreading butt cheeks, whatever the cost. I'm gonna say that from now on.
Oh my god.
How have I just thought of that?
It took a while.
It did. Oh, look, I can just move the microphone over here.
That's pretty handy.
fucking beautiful, isn't it? We fixed our microphone stands.
They're on a different table now.
Yeah, because it just turns out that my table is bad table.
Flimsy.
It's a fine table. It's just the shape of it.
Flimsy ass table.
All right, we will
Rotten
start
wood.
with Barry.
A question from Barry.
2 questions from Barry.
Some questions from Barry.
Barry also wrote an email for the show, but I'm going to leave that until
Yeah, makes sense.
next.
Wow,
Our
Jesus,
next
Barry
episode.
gets in there quick. I
He
like
does. He does. Dedicated.
it.
Okay, question 1. Questions for the secret mini episode. 1. Hi, how are you? I'm good.
I'm not so bad.
Yeah. I
My
didn't
arm's
get a lot
still
of-
sore from the gym, but
I didn't get a lot
CBD
of-
oil, it's doing well. CBD balm. Not the
Yeah,
under the
you've been
tongue
using
stuff.
the CBD balm.
Been using the
Yeah.
CBD balm, man. I went and got it in work because my arm was still sore on Friday. I complained about it last week, but it's really fucking bothering me. And the CBD balm is really working for it, and a lot of stretching. Don't Don't exclude the stretching. If you're sore, you don't want to be sore anymore.
Yeah.
You got to stretch.
He's actually talking about his foreskin.
What?
So you got a lot of stretching, and you got to put the CBD balm on it.
Yeah. I thought you looked at the computer as you said that, and I thought you meant that Barry was about to talk about his foreskin in the next question.
All right, guys. So this is
Question 2 is I've got my weird foreskin is this weird kind of purpley color. It's not normal.
If you want to send us any and all questions about your foreskin, not Barry or Barry,
Any and all
if you
questions and pictures of your foreskin, I would be happy to receive them.
if you could
Brian in
stretch it
particular.
over your hands first before sending the picture, because we're not savages.
If you're circumcised, fuck off. We don't want you here.
Yeah, we don't like anyone who's circumcised.
I'm glad you reopened the Audacity and make sure we didn't lose that gold.
That was some terrible, terrible podcast.
What's question 2?
Has an internet stranger ever sent you a direct message that simply reads, "Hi, how are you?" Because Jesus Christ, nothing sets off my anxiety faster than that. It's polite in real life, but an utterly terrible way to begin a digital interaction. Who the fuck are you? What do you want? Why are you bothering me, internet stranger? You better not say you just want to chat, because you're barking up the wrong fucking tree there. Give me a specific query or be gone, you demon.
I have gotten those messages.
I have
and
gotten
most
those
of the time,
messages too.
it's from Facebook accounts, which is just women with massive tits or something. And it's like, "Hi, how are you?" And then you click into the account, which you haven't added yet, by the way. I should really increase my settings, my privacy settings. But
Yeah,
then it's just,
yeah.
it's just every they just have the account was created yesterday, and since then it's posted 7 times, and it's always a porn link.
Yeah. You get
or
those
just
on
a
Instagram.
status saying "big hot bitch babe" over here at www. blah 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 blah.
I get those on Instagram.
Yeah.
Right. No, that's a picture of Sonic. God damn it.
I used to get it when I was young from like pages, but just with like pictures of like normal girls.
Yes.
You know,
Yeah.
that would and you'd be like, what? And then they would hit me up and be like, "Hey, how are you?" I'd be like, "Hey, I don't think you're real," and then they'd just block me or like delete the page immediately. It's really fucking weird. But I always found it funny or slightly annoying. I'm not afraid of it. So I'm like, what the fuck are you gonna do?
Yeah. Just don't hit any links in your...
Yeah,
phone,
right.
usually.
Just don't click shit.
Although, there was a thing going around on PlayStation for a while that it was just a certain collection of characters that if you opened up the message and your like PS4 just wouldn't be able to load the characters properly, and it would brick your PlayStation.
Wow.
Yeah, I remember that was a thing for a little while.
So lame.
That's terrifying
Who's
as well.
why be that much of a cunt? You know? Why be
If someone
a
beats
cunt?
you in a game, Dara, you know,
You're
if you're playing
beat the
Street
shit
Fighter,
out of
if
their
you're playing
fucking
fucking
PlayStation.
if you're playing Mortal Kombat 11 online, and someone beats you, I follow a Twitter account that's called Scrub Quotes, and it's just like messages from people who are mad that you beat them. And it's so fucking funny.
That sounds pretty good.
Oh, you just keep doing fucking moves with that character, and it's like, yeah, it's a fighting game. That's what you're supposed to do. It's Scrub Quotes. This one's from Alison. Ali.
Very formal.
Very formal. I always call her Alison.
Emo Stally Alley.
Friend of the show. Just acquaintance of the show, I think. She
Friend of
says...
the host.
Huh?
Sorry, go on. Nothing.
Ew.
Gross.
Gross. Okay, movie-related question. Who would win in a fist fight? Thor's chub belly or Kayla from 8th grade's social anxiety? This is the only type of question I'll ever ask because it is the only type of question I think deserves answers. Thank you.
Well, that was great. We should have said spoilers before this question. I guess.
Oh, come on. If you think that's a spoiler, fuck you.
So
God damn it. People
it's
just
belly versus
piss me
anxiety,
off.
is it? It's belly versus anxiety.
Belly versus anxiety.
It's a powerful belly, but
Now, I think I can weigh in on this question because I have both.
You have both. Yeah. You're well versed. How do
Yeah.
you feel? What's stronger, your belly or your anxiety?
Definitely the anxiety. My belly's never stopped me from eating.
It
maybe the
stopped
belly-
you from
no,
doing
the-
other things.
The belly
Well,
belly
'cause
is
it's more
stronger because
persistent.
the anxiety has never stopped me from eating. So it wins out over the anxiety.
How so? Because your belly can stop you from being anxious?
Yes. I don't know.
Comfort food? Okay, well, I would have gone
I don't
anxiety
comfort
anyway.
eat. That doesn't
I
really
would have gone anxiety anyway, just because I feel like even with a belly or without, Thor is an all-powerful god, you know. But maybe that means that his belly would be stronger than her anxiety. You know what? I'm changing my answer. I'm going Thor's belly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kayla's also just a 13-year-old girl.
13-year-old girl. Like, you know, I'm sure she's pretty anxious by the looks of the film. She doesn't even know what's about to hit her with the rest of life.
Yeah. Because you always think, like, man, when I'm not in school and I'm not a teenager anymore, it's fine. Adults have their shit figured out.
They don't.
Yeah, you become an adult and you're like, none of them have it figured out.
No idea.
I was
what
lied
I'm
to.
doing. Yeah. It's unfortunate.
Anyway,
Thanks,
you,
Ali.
So Finn commented a bunch of questions on our Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
You doing a quick scan?
Yeah, I am. Sorry. Okay.
Question 1.
Question 1. If you had to kick one person off an island each day, who would it be?
Well, who's on the fucking island?
Yeah, what? I think it would be you for asking such a fucking stupid question, Finn.
Let's start with you, and then I'd be like, well, Finn's not around with his stupid rules anymore, so I don't have to kick anybody else off.
All right, number 2. Rate this comment out of 10.
I
give it a 5.
Really? I was kind of weakened by the first comment. It was a bit,
Yeah, but he's not asking us to rate that comment. He's asking us to rate
I guess. I'm still gonna give it a. Does it have a question mark?
No.
Okay, that's good. That's better. I'll give it a 5.
Yeah.
Go 5.
All right, 5 across the board then.
Yeah. Nice middling 5.
Who is the tallest woman ever?
Ooh. Maybe my ex-girlfriend. That's not true at all. Much taller than me though. Let me see. Tallest woman alive. Oof.
Statue of Liberty, right?
Oh yeah, she's way up there. Yeah, absolutely. It's got to be Statue of Liberty.
Yeah. All right, Itchy or Scratchy? I can't remember which is which.
I can't really remember. I think
Scratchy is the cat.
I think Scratchy's the cat. Yeah, so Itchy, right?
Oh yeah, because I remember because in the Simpsons skate game, in the like Itchy and Scratchy Land level, there's a poster for a movie that's like a Pinocchio ripoff, and it's called Pinocchio, and Itchy, the little blue mouse, is Pinocchio. Why did that come into my mind? I haven't played that game in 15 years.
I don't know, but I'm glad it did. Because I'm going Itchy, personally.
Yeah, I'm going to go Scratchy. I think Scratchy gets a bad
rep.
Yeah.
You know what? No, fuck Scratchy. I think he deserves what he's getting. Because, he's basically taking the brunt of that Tom should be taking in Tom and Jerry.
Yeah.
He's paying for Tom's sins.
Wow. That's deep.
Right. Next.
This is the last one. 1 fin-sized duck or 10 duck-sized fins? Are we fighting them, or are we just to have?
I'd like to fight them. I'd rather fight them. Anything that looks like Finn, I'd rather fight it.
See, I think it'd be really fun to get 10 duck-sized fin into like a little octagon and have them all
fight each other.
Yeah.
I get you. Not bad. I'd still rather fight them. I think I'd fight the little fins. Just step on them. Curse their hopes and dreams. And if I could do it in front of regular Finn, that would be great. As well, if we could somehow swing that. I don't know what the rules are, but
would he see them as his sons, or would he?
I'd like to think that he would definitely feel some connection.
Yeah. I think if there was 10 duck-sized me's running around, like I'd kind of have to look after them.
Right? You'd feel some sense of responsibility.
Yeah, they're like,
yeah.
They're like
and you'd
sons.
Definitely feel a connection. You'd absolutely feel a connection. You'd be like, it's a little me.
Also, I'd get them to do stuff for me too, like, because I'm the biggest one. So
I know, but then that's kind of slave labor. Then they're gonna kind of turn on you.
Yeah, but I'm okay with slave labor.
I would turn on me. I'd turn on me. You see, and I know the 10 little me's turning on me. I don't know if I really want that.
Oh my god, dude! The 10 little yous turn on you. They climb up on each other's shoulders and become the same size as you. Oh my god.
I'm pretty proportionately strong as well for my size, so I feel like if you shrink that down, that's kind of scary. I don't know, 10 of them running around.
10 ducks that you about that size?
Yeah. Yeah.
You could do some damage.
I feel like, well, with 10 of them, like, definitely. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, everyone, for those questions.
Thank you, everyone, for those questions.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, hang on. There's one more.
Oh, yeah?
In the spam folder here.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I just know these are social media updates. But yeah, I noticed earlier we have a spam. It's from Maraduka.
Maraduka?
Yes.
Excellent.
And it says, "Hello, my dear. I am Tobiana M. Can you assist me to invest my fund?"
Awesome. Ask her into what?
I don't want to reply.
No?
No.
All right. Well, just ask her to subscribe to our podcast then.
I don't want to reply.
We did it before. It was fine. They just blocked us.
Subscribe to
Translation Lost.
The Translation Lost podcast, and
then we'll discuss your fund.
Send me your credit card info or else. Got her.
Thank you very much for that question. What was her name?
Tobiana M.
Tobiana M.
And go fuck yourself. Yeah. So let's talk about Avengers Endgame.
Well, I'm gonna piss first.
I'm also gonna piss first and make another drink because I feel like I'm gonna need it.
So I watched a movie.
Okay.
It's very.
If you haven't seen Avengers Endgame, fuck off right now.
Yeah, get the fuck out.
This
of
is
Dodge.
your fault. If it gets spoiled on
like,
you,
I'm
it's
gonna
your
try
fault.
and go no spoilers for a little bit, but it's that there's definitely I'm gonna say something.
Now
right?
I'm gonna come clean. I was going to go see Avengers multiple times throughout the last few weeks, and I just decided I'd rather do anything else.
Thursday.
Yeah, I've decided I'd rather do anything else than go see Avengers Endgame. But
which is a shame because it is great. It's fantastic. It's really.
I think
really
I know
good.
enough through context and stuff that, like, you know, you can talk to me about it and it'll be fine. I don't need to see it.
Well, look, I think it's definitely something you'd want to see just at some point at least, because I think you would enjoy it. There's some serious,
I'm sure I will.
There's some serious just nerdy pops in the film.
But see, also I don't want to watch it right now because, like, a little part of me is hoping that it might be on the plane when we go to Japan, and that would be like a good 3 hours just gone. At least Infinity War.
5 if they have Infinity War as well.
Yeah, that'd be tight. That'd be fucking savage. That's like most of it done.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, but
yeah, I went to see it on Thursday night, the night that it opened, in Ireland anyway, and I think there was a midnight screen the night before, but we didn't do that. Went with my sister and her fiance and my little brother and my step cousin. My sister's fiance booked the tickets, and he got us like the fancy VIP seats at the very back of the theater. Yeah, so we had like these big chunks, like these big 2-seater chunks to ourselves. It was myself and my brother sitting in the 2-seater together, so we were just like making little comments to each other throughout the film, as I always like to do with him. But yeah, it was fucking savage. First of all, I've never sat in those seats before, and they're class.
Yeah, I've never
they're
sat in
so
them.
much better. It's so weird.
Yeah.
Because I always thought it was like they're really far away, but we were in the Galactic screen. So it's grand, like it's huge. And also, it's like elevated enough that you're well above all the other people.
Isn't that one of the biggest cinema screens in Ireland?
It might well be. It's huge.
It's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, and it's savage. It's really good.
Yeah, it's really dope. Like,
and a movie of that scale, it's good to see it on a screen.
I remember
of that scale.
I saw Mad Max Fury Road on that.
Yeah, I bet that's amazing.
I was nearly in tears.
Yeah. So like, it's a big movie. All right, let's put it that way.
Yeah,
it's a very fucking big movie.
I'm really interested to know how packed was the cinema.
So packed, like every seat was taken, man. And I swear to God, I was looking around while we were waiting in line to like get popcorn and stuff. So many people in glasses. It was like a really unfortunate realization of the stereotype. Everyone looked like such a nerd. But some bad facial hair, some like just really greasy faces,
looking dudes.
greasy looking people. Yeah, and like, I was fucking stood there with them, you know, like hype as fuck. So
were they leaving afterwards, going like, Captain Marvel shouldn't have done that.
No, everyone seemed pretty happy. Everyone seemed happy.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah.
How was the crowd actually? Like,
it wasn't a really annoying crowd because you can't get them with things like that. There was only one instance in which people like wooed, but it was it was contained
that's
enough.
fine. When
It was
it's,
contained enough that it was kind of just cute. It was like came from because where we were sitting, we could see everyone and hear everyone, and so you could pinpoint exactly where there was just like a few people who all went whoop.
That's okay. I don't
stopped.
mind that when it's like something everyone's hyped for, like a pop like that from the crowd is fine.
I stuck my arms up in the air multiple times and just like punched the air in silence. But I don't feel the need to make noise.
We went to
most of the time.
see because sometimes you can get some just really shit people, or not shit people, but just like you don't know how to act in a cinema. We went to see Star Wars: The Force Awakens. This is fucking back a while ago now, but there was some woman sitting right behind me, and no matter what happened. Like, if they were just hanging out, standing around, like, oh, there's a stormtrooper. He got shot.
Yeah. Those people who just laugh just for no reason. That
and
is
it's like,
always
dude, shut
annoying.
the fuck up.
Yeah. Oh, man, that's the worst. That is the fucking worst.
Yeah, you can get some real
No,
animals.
but the crowd was good. Like, they were digging the vibe. They were, like, the people laughed where there was obviously space for jokes and stuff. It flowed really well, like very surprisingly well. I kind of thought going into it, I was like, I'll pick my moment. I'll know when is a good time to go to the bathroom because that's a 3-hour film.
Yeah,
and I just didn't. I just sat through the whole fucking thing because it didn't feel like there was a moment to go to the bathroom because it felt like it was all happening. It was all going down.
Yeah,
you know?
What a weird, smug, pretentious thing to do.
Make it like 3 hours long?
Not make it you can make a 3-hour long movie. There's nothing wrong with that. Not putting like an intermission somewhere.
Yeah.
Like,
I
fuck
think it would have
you.
been a good idea. They'd have discussed it at one point, and it would have been a good idea. But it's a shame.
But
It,
like when he mentioned it in the interview, like there was such a weird like smugness about it. Like, yeah, you won't be able to leave during this movie, and it's like,
well, it's kind of true.
It's a movie
like,
for kids.
It's
like,
kind of true. And we
piss.
went in, and someone. I'd seen an article on Facebook being like, this is when you can go to the bathroom in Infinity War. Here's your opportunity. And I didn't click on it because I was like, this could be like a spoiler heavy thing. So I didn't want to read it. But someone else read it for us and told us, the girlfriend of my step-cousin. And it was they were like, the article says about an hour in, there's like a 10-minute scene where Mark Ruffalo is having lunch. And during that, you can go to the bathroom. But that in itself turned out to be a huge thing. That scene, I was sitting there, and that scene was like, what the fuck? I cannot believe that this is what they're doing in this film. So I was too invested, and it was
That's
only
a spoiler.
it wasn't.
By the way.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it wasn't until a half an hour later that I was like, fuck. That was my chance.
Did you need
That was
to
what
pee?
they were talking about. No, I didn't at all. No.
Did you dehydrate yourself before?
No. I brought a Coke in with me, and I had some popcorn. Was sharing it with my brother, but I was very sparing with it. I would eat a fuck ton of popcorn in a row, and then put the popcorn down, and then have a bit of Coke just to wash it down, get the saltiness out. Eat some M&Ms for a while to prolong needing another drink. You know, I rationed my shit. Yeah.
Yeah. I love movie popcorn.
So I do most of the time, but when we got in 8th grade, maybe it wasn't the same experience for you because you and Ali both got a large popcorn each. But I got a medium.
We do that
one.
every time we go to the cinema, Dara. I don't want to share. She doesn't want to share. We don't have to share.
Get a medium.
No. I go to the cinema, maybe 3 times a year. I'm going to go in there with my big dick cinema money and get myself a large popcorn and a large Coke.
But I got a medium, and like a lot of it was real fucking kernely. I hate getting the popcorn kernels. I'm not gonna lie, and I feel a little bad about it, but not really. I just take them out when I feel them in my mouth. Take them out, drop them. Just drop them on the floor.
Oh.
Don't give a fuck.
Ooh.
You don't want me dropping your popcorn kernels on the floor? Well, I don't want them in my popcorn. All right. So let's meet in the middle here.
I think that's a ridiculous purchase that I would definitely get someday.
What?
If I had the money to do it.
What?
A popcorn, like
a popcorn making
cinema
machine.
popcorn machine.
Do you know the other thing that was blowing my mind about you and Ali both getting the large is I was like, that would tear your asshole up. Like, does it not just ruin your stomach, popcorn? Oh man, it clogs me up.
I hadn't eaten anything else that day because I knew I'd be getting a large popcorn.
Right.
And I was like, I'll be good. I had
I can't not eat anything else.
Yeah. Or I think I had a bit of a pot noodle and I was like, this is gross. And then we went to the pub to wait for you because we had to go in early to go to GameStop. Because GameStop closes at 6.
Which you seem kind of surprised by at the time. Everything closed at 6.
Yeah, I wasn't as surprised, but I just had forgotten myself that it was a Sunday. So.
Yeah.
But I went to pee during 8th grade, though.
Yeah, you did.
That's because I had 2 pints beforehand.
Yeah, and it was also a deeply uncomfortable film.
Yeah.
You know, I wouldn't have blamed you for just needing to get out of there for a second.
No, I didn't find it as, like, rough to watch. I found a lot of humor from the... We're back on to 8th grade now. We should be talking about Endgame.
Yeah.
Look,
Endgame's fucking huge, all right? It really...
So, we're gonna go into spoilers.
Yeah.
Do
you not give a fuck at all? You don't care at all?
I've already spoiled myself on many things. I've seen most of the movie in, like, clips.
Right, fair enough.
I've seen a lot of clips of the movie.
Yeah.
A lot of cam, like...
Yeah, of course.
In the cinema.
Yeah.
Which I kind of was like, maybe I'll do that before this, just so I have seen it.
Yeah.
But I'm too much of I'm too much of a fucking, I don't know, film nerd to watch a cam rip.
Yeah,
that would make me sad.
Yeah, especially with a film of this magnitude, it deserves to be seen in good quality. Genuinely. That sounds like a really pretentious thing to say, but the amount of fucking money, the amount of special effects that have gone into this.
I don't want to go see it though. Like,
yeah, really I don't blame you. I don't blame you. Don't bother.
Yeah.
But you just because you haven't seen all of them, so you know, don't waste your money on it. But they do watch it and watch it like whether you watch it on the fucking plane to Japan or on your big screen TV, and you can just pause and go to the bathroom whenever you want.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna
watch it whatever way suits. You know.
But
spoilers for Endgame. If you haven't seen it, get out, because I'm spoiling it. It's about to happen.
Is there going to be a timestamp for when spoilers end, or because we were going to talk about what we think is going to happen next?
Yeah. I think I'm going to accidentally spoil shit in that, so I'm not. Let's just leave it.
Just if you
Weekly
haven't
Planet style. This is what they do when they start talking about the film. They're like, we're going to go non-spoilers for a bit, but if you don't want to know anything, just switch off.
I think the safest thing to do at Endgame is to just spoilers from the start. So I was about to just say a spoiler, and then I was like, no, don't. People take this very seriously.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen Avengers Endgame and you want to, stop listening now.
Yeah.
Come
back when you've seen it.
Come back when you've seen it.
And spoilers. Right. So what have you heard of? What have you seen? What do you know of?
I don't want to say any spoilers.
Spoilers.
If you're here and you still haven't seen it,
what the fuck are you doing?
Get the fuck out of here,
so many times. Jesus. You're going to fucking dislike this video? So if it's our fault, come on.
I'm going to dislike this video.
Right, so anyway, look. The fucking Hulk is a person now. He's the Hulk, but he's a guy.
God damn it, Dara, I haven't seen the
movie. Did you know that one already?
Yeah, I've seen him. He looks weird.
I think it's great. They're doing Professor Hulk, man.
Yeah,
Nick Mason on the Weekly Planet wanted it for so long, and I'm so glad they're doing it. It's so funny. It's so stupid. He does a dab. Brian.
I saw that. I fucking saw the dab.
People are talking about that being just consider how out of date dabbing is now, and that's 5 years from now. That was something I really wasn't expecting.
That's kind of a character for a nerdy professor.
The 5-year time jump, I wasn't expecting. That was pretty. Oh, okay.
It takes place 5 years.
Yeah, it's 5 years after the snap.
Infinity War.
So people have just gotten on with their lives, which kind of gets me over Hawkeye's fucking haircut and tattoo a little bit, but he still looks ridiculous. He looks so ridiculous.
My family died. I better go get a tattoo and a
sleeve
haircut.
tattoo. Jesus Christ. But Hawkeye is hardcore in this film as well. When they find him, he's just been going around the world killing like mob groups, being like, yeah, you survived and my family didn't, fuck you. So he's just in his like
that's a cool character motivation. That's
it's pretty good. Yeah, I like it.
There's nothing like a good bit of like just vengeful fucking
Yeah. Do you know who dies?
Who dies?
Do you know who dies?
Scarlett Johansson dies.
Yeah.
The
Crazy.
actress, not the character, the actual actress.
They killed her on set. It was crazy.
No, yeah, I saw her. She like fell off a thing.
Yeah.
Why did she die? Because there was no sound in any of these clips, which
It's kind of something you need to know from Infinity War, I guess. In order to get the Soul Stone,
Wait, no, I haven't seen Infinity War. So
in order to get the Soul Stone, you have to give up something you love. You have to sacrifice something or someone, and they go back in time to go and get the Soul Stone before Thanos does, and fucking Hawkeye and Scarlett Johansson go. It's Black Widow. Hawkeye and Black Widow go, and then there's quite a good little moment that I really enjoy, where they're both like racing each other to jump off the cliff.
Yes,
and
I
be
saw
the
that.
one.
I saw that.
Yeah, and they're like,
so they both love each other.
it's more of a brother sister kind of bond.
Gross.
Yeah, but no, it's because like it's the whole thing.
Yeah, no, just because like if it was like my family died, I love you.
Yeah, no, because she in Winter Soldier she has like an arrow necklace and stuff as well. So people have always been like, "Ooh, are they in love?" But I don't think it's that. I think it's that they're just like best friends and they've been through a fuck ton of really
fine.
dark
There's such
shit
a thing
together.
As platonic love.
Yeah.
That's actually
like
kind of refreshing.
They're like co-workers. They go on these incredibly dangerous, life-threatening missions together, and they've had a whole history of that
also,
that we don't see in the films.
Two non-superpowered characters.
Yeah,
so
just existing in this world.
You've got to like gain some kind of bond.
I'm a little raging that she's gone just for that reason, because he at least has like the super accuracy or whatever, but she is just like a normal person who's just really good at fighting, and there was something cool about that.
Yeah,
especially as the films went on.
Movie, though,
as the films went on, it got cooler and cooler. I think at first it was a bit ridiculous, but
there's always the people who like bring up like fucking Black Widow and what's the other guy? Hawkeye are useless.
Yeah.
And they don't do anything. They're fucking useless. They're just people. And it's, what are you going to do? And it's like, dude, it's a fucking comic book movie.
Yeah,
like,
but they took the fact that
they're comic book characters.
They took the fact that everyone thought Hawkeye was useless, and then they very carefully and strategically made you care about Hawkeye.
Yeah.
They actually did that quite well, because you get the first hint of it in Age of Ultron when he's got his family, which you probably slept through.
Yeah.
But you see,
I just remember that movie being real short.
They go back to you missed that whole thing, but they go back to like, they have to hide out. So they go back to his like farm. It turns out he just owns a farm.
Yeah.
And that's where his family live.
So hang on, they go back in time. Do they go back in time to any of the previous movies?
Yes.
Is there anything?
They reference a load of time travel movies in it. Back to the Future a lot. They've mentioned that 2 or 3 times.
Do they? I mean, not any. Like, I mean, do they go back to any of the previous like Avengers movies?
Yes.
Does it tie in? Is there anything that happens in an earlier Avenger movie that's suddenly explained now?
Their time travel logic is very different to the normal time travel logic. And Mark Ruffalo, the Professor Hulk, like explains it quite aggressively and is like, everyone thinks time travel's like this, but it's not, right? So basically in this universe, when you time travel, you're essentially like erasing the other time from existence, right? So if you go back and you talk to somebody, that's not really going to matter, because when you go back,
it's not going to change your time.
Yeah, not really. It's the way they describe it is honestly
thing?
It's honestly really confusing. But essentially, the way they're describing it is that they're going back in time to get all of the stones, right? But then they're going to go back in time, grab the stones, bring them back, change everything to be the way it should be, bring everyone back.
So when they come back, their world hasn't changed.
Yeah, when they come back, their world hasn't changed.
They're just going back to a different timeline.
Yes. Yeah, pretty much.
Because they talk about that in Infinity War with Doctor Strange.
Yes, all the different timelines.
That makes tons of sense.
Yeah, and they're just fucking with a different timeline and borrowing the stones from a different timeline.
That's fucked.
And then
they're fucked in that
But then they
timeline.
have to go back and leave them back there so that they can go back and get them when they need to.
So it's like Bill and Ted.
It's really, really complicated.
That's one of my favorite jokes in the Bill and Ted movies, is when they like need a key to get in somewhere.
Yeah.
And they're just like, oh, dude, we just need to remember to come back here and put the key under the thing. And then they check under the thing and the key is there because they came back in the future.
That's pretty good. Yeah. Do you know who else dies?
Okay, let me just try and...
Do you want to guess?
I'm going to guess who dies.
Hit me.
Hulk.
No.
Iron Man for sure.
Yes.
I know Iron Man dies.
And
Thanos.
it's really well done.
I don't know how he dies. I'd like to know. You can tell me in a minute.
It's really good.
Because I heard there's like a sacrifice involved or something.
Yeah, it's great.
I need to know that. Ooh, Thor?
No.
No.
Nope.
He's just fat.
Joins the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh, that's cool.
And he's going to start going around with them, and he calls them the Asgardians of the Galaxy.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
pretty fun.
Yeah.
Thor.
And he hands control of New Asgard, which is like just a little country on Earth, because Asgard got destroyed in Thor Ragnarok. So all the Asgardians are living there, and he hands control of that over to Valkyrie from Thor Ragnarok.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Man, I forget all the Avengers. Vision's already dead.
Yeah, and he stays dead. He's gone.
He doesn't come back when they undo the snap?
Nope.
Fuck.
yeah. Or at least they don't mention him, like they don't show him, so.
Yeah.
And everyone else turns up, like, you see them when they come back.
So when they all come back, do any of them die?
No.
No one who comes back
No.
from the snap dies?
No.
So then there's like, what, 5 people? Ant-Man, does he die?
Nope.
Okay, good. I didn't want him to die. Well then, who else is there? Captain America? He gets old.
Yeah, he gets old.
Yeah.
2 people die.
Only 2?
Yeah.
Wow.
Fucking Iron Man dies and Black Widow dies.
That's so weird.
Who would have thought Black
and
Widow?
Thanos, of course.
And Thanos,
but
yeah, but like, yeah. Yeah. Isn't that
that's
crazy?
so weird.
Yeah. But the way they do it is really good. The way they kill Iron Man is really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it fits.
Do you want to throw it out to me here? So I can...
Right. So basically, when they get all of the stones back.
Also, if anyone's listening to this thinking, "Oh no, the movie's going to be ruined for you, Brian,"
Brian doesn't care.
I give so little of a shit about spoilers.
It's like me. It's like Brian spoiling a video game on me. It just doesn't matter.
But I'll go and watch the movie.
Yeah, he'll still watch it.
And
He
I will
doesn't give a
enjoy
fuck.
it because I like those movies.
Yeah.
I just
don't care.
I knew they were going to beat Thanos. That's good.
Yeah. So, you want to hear how Iron Man dies?
Yes, please.
So, basically, right, they have when they get the Infinity Stones back, they need to make a new Infinity Gauntlet. So, fucking Iron Man builds one, and it's like an Iron Man glove, but with the Infinity Stones in it.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah, I've seen a shot of him with like...
Yeah, but the using the Infinity Gauntlet and doing the snap causes a huge burst of gamma radiation, so it's quite dangerous. So they're like, well, the Hulk is the only one who can do it, who can physically do it. So Bruce Banner puts it on, and he snaps, and he brings everyone back. No, it grows.
I know.
It grows around his hand because it's like the nanotech or whatever.
Yeah.
And then he snaps, brings everyone back, and it works. It seems to work. And then just as that happens, Thanos and his army attack. Right? And then...
do we get, like, everybody fighting?
Yeah, so first it's just the people we've had throughout the whole film fighting him. And it's that they're getting destroyed. And then suddenly...
I've seen a lot of that. Thanos has a cool...
Yeah, double-bladed
sword.
Yeah.
Some of those... I saw Captain America using Thor's hammer, which was pretty cool.
Yes, that is a fucking fantastic moment in the battle.
Thanos
Great
breaks
moment.
the shield
That's
too,
what I was saying was the big pop. When the hammer flies across the screen and Captain America catches it and gets struck by lightning, that's when people in the crowd went,
yeah.
What?
Yeah.
It was really good.
I've seen that scene. It's very cool.
It's powerful. It's really it's powerful cinema. But then so then Thanos, then the whole fight's breaking out. Everyone else shows up through one of these Doctor Strange portals. They all join the fight, right? They're all fighting. It's a big army scenario like in Infinity War, but it's like a shorter war scene, which is good because those can get just very sameish, just CGI smashed into CGI. But then Thanos gets the Infinity Gauntlet back. He puts it on, and what he's going to do is he's going to snap and redo the snap so that he just completely destroys the universe and does it over from scratch with half as many people, and they won't know any better, and so they won't try and go back and stop him.
That's pretty interesting.
Yeah. So that's his plan, and then he's about to do it, and Tony Stark manages to grab the stones out of the. First of all, Thanos is like about to do the snap, and he says, "I am inevitable." Because he said that the first time he was about to do the snap.
Yeah.
And then Tony Stark grabs all of the stones off him. They like mesh into his Iron Man glove, like a part of his suit that he's already wearing.
Mm-hmm.
And he holds up his hands and he goes, "I am Iron Man." And he snaps. And then all of Thanos' army and Thanos just start turning to dust, just like he did to everybody else.
Wow.
And it's powerful. but then the gamma radiation of that kills him.
Rip.
Yeah.
He was the first.
But it's beautiful. Yeah. And yeah, it's a perfect character arc. Because in Age of Ultron, he has a vision of all of his friends dying and he can't stop it. And then he finally gets to. He ends it and it ends him. But he does it. You know? It's great.
Dope.
It's really, really good.
I'm really glad that movie was a good ending for everyone.
Yeah.
From what I've
really
seen,
well
everyone's
earned.
very happy with it.
There's a scene early, I'm not going to talk about it too much, but it's like Captain America encounters Captain America in the past. There's a bit of a scuffle. It's great. It's a action-packed, nice, fun thrill ride. If you've been paying attention, it really, really, really rewards you for that. I really need to write that article for Barry. I may do that. If I haven't done that by the next episode, I'm going to be really annoyed at myself. Huh?
Maybe I'll work my way through the films.
It'd be... Yeah, why the fuck
not? Good podcast talk,
yeah.
I think.
Weirdly, a big part of this film is Thor: The Dark World. Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah. But it makes perfect sense that they have to revisit that. It's great. It's really good.
I was
going
to watch
well
that so many times and just couldn't. It looked really boring.
It's pretty boring, but it's got some fun moments in it. Chris Hemsworth is really funny.
Chris Hemsworth is great.
He is great. He's so likable.
Yeah.
Yeah. Korg is in fucking, what's it called? Endgame. Taika Waititi's big rock monster guy. He's in it for a little while. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. It's a really good film. Go see it if I didn't just ruin it on you.
Yeah. I won't.
Yeah.
But I will watch it at some point.
Right, so what do we think's going to happen now?
I can tell you what I hope happens next.
Doctor Doom.
Fucking Doctor Doom.
That would be great. That would be really fucking good.
Give us just a whole arc of Doctor Doom.
Because they just...
Fuck the Fantastic Four. Don't even bother with them. We don't need them.
They only just finished the arc with the characters that they already had. And they literally just, at the same time, got the rights back to those characters.
Yeah.
So do something with them. Now is the opportunity.
Well, they already
Make
have
Dr.
their
Doom
5-year plan, you know, so they're not going to do Doctor Doom. But, like, think of because he could just, instead of being like in every fucking Fantastic Four movie, he's been like a weird CEO or like a guy who's in New York City.
Fucking computer hacker.
Who gets powers and stuff. Literally just, you already have fucking, what's the African country?
Wakanda.
You already just have Wakanda there. Why not just throw in the fucking, what's the place called?
I can't remember.
If Barry is listening to this right now, he's so pissed.
He's screaming it out of his computer or whatever, laptop maybe.
Fucking, hold on.
Imagine it was Doomsville. That'd be funny.
Latveria. It's just real enough sounding.
Yeah, right. That it's kind of confusing. It throws you.
But like, yeah, you could just have like, oh man, could you imagine like Endgame? There's just like a newspaper clipping that's like revolution in Latveria.
Be surprised, man. They throw in so much of that shit way early on. Like in Iron Man 2, there's a map in the background with Wakanda circled.
Yeah. Do you think there's clues in Endgame that no one's gonna know what the fuck they are until like
there might well be
5 years?
There might well be. Yeah, there easily could be.
That's dope. I kind of love that.
Yeah, because Marvel are very fucking famous for that. Like that's what Age of Ultron pissed people a lot off for. A lot of reasons, but a big part of it was that it was very full of just, you know, trailers for other shit they're going to be doing further down the line, you know.
Look at that. Literally.
Yeah, Doctor Doom is really cool.
Perfect character design.
Could be fucking dope.
Look at it when he goes all like fucking the white.
Yeah, yeah. No, that could be deadly. That could be really cool.
I just want Doctor Doom to be in a good movie.
Yeah. Yeah,
and that's the problem.
I'd be
with
interested
Dr.
to
Doom.
see now if they're going to incorporate the X-Men, and if so,
they said they weren't going to do it.
No,
because they said they have their 5-year plan.
Yeah,
they won't be incorporating them until after that.
But it's just weird because like the longer you put it off, the longer it's like, well, where were they? You know?
Yeah.
Like the more established the universe it is, the more it's like, well, why didn't all of these superpowered people?
That's the thing as well is that in comic books, shit just shows up.
Yeah,
and you just kind of have to roll with it.
Well, that's one thing that they've done that is a really good idea, is that they've just been like, okay, this is all based off of the comic books, but none of it is concrete. It's its own thing. It's its own universe with its own continuity and its own fucking characters. Like, Tony Stark is not the same in the films the way he is in the comics.
What weird character?
Jarvis is a man in the comics.
What weird character would you like to get their own movie for the next like event? Like,
The
not
next-
Avengers, but
like
the
with
next,
the next
Marvel
kind of
cycle.
thing.
Like what characters would you like to maybe come in? I'd like Ghost Rider.
Ghost Rider, interesting.
He's had
one.
too many bad movies.
Mm.
Although Ghost Rider's not a particularly great character anyway,
It's not.
but he just looks cool.
Yeah. I don't know. That's a good question,
Yeah.
man. Weird Marvel characters. See, like Marvel, you're doing the thing.
Yeah, I'm not breathing into
Brian has become really fond of just like resting his lips against the pop filter of the microphone while
really
I'm
soft.
talking, and then occasionally brushing his stash or goatee against it. And I have a theory that it sounds awful.
I think you can hear it.
I bet you can,
I'm
and I
doing it
bet
right
it
now.
sounds bad. Yeah, and I bet it sounds bad. I'll tell you if it does.
I'm not seeing any.
Let me see. Weird Marvel characters. Fuck. I can't really think of any. I've always found
Sonic.
I've always found DC characters to be more interesting to me. You know, but they're fucking butchering them.
Yeah, I don't think there's much hope to be left out for that.
You know what would be fun?
Squirrel
That would
Girl.
be the weirdest. Squirrel Girl would be hilarious. It would be really funny. It would be the word. It would be so bad, but it'd be so great. You know, in another way.
Yeah.
So if they brought in white Nick Fury, Samuel L. Jackson's dad. Because in the comics, the real Nick Fury is white and he's on the moon. He's trapped
he's
on
got
the moon.
the gray like.
He's like chained
yeah.
to the moon. And it was David Hasselhoff at one point. Yeah. If he came in and he was just really old and he was Nick Fury's dad, that would be so funny.
Fucking MODOK. Swamp Thing.
I think Swamp
Let's
Thing
get
is,
really
is registered
weird
to
with
someone
it.
else right now. I think that's
They
a bit
are doing
too
a Swamp
weird.
Thing, aren't they?
Yeah, but I think it's not Marvel.
No,
I think
maybe
it's
I'm
a
wrong.
Dark
Maybe it's
Horse.
Man Thing is Marvel.
Oh, I don't know.
I can't remember. The Juggernaut.
They already did. They did that in Deadpool too.
Oh, is he in Deadpool too?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
sick.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Man, they
Man,
kind of have done,
they've done some weird stuff.
but they've also done a lot of like the ones that you would want to see.
Do something better with Howard the Duck. Do something better with Howard the Duck. You had him. He's in Endgame, by the way.
But they
He's in
already
the background of
They
Endgame.
already
Howard
made
the Duck.
perfect Howard the Duck movie.
Howard the Duck is in the background of Endgame. I only watch.
He's
I've
also
never
in the background
can
of
I say,
Guardians of the Galaxy.
I've never seen Howard the Duck, the film,
It's the perfect
Right.
movie.
but I recently saw the honest trailer about it, and I did not realize that a large portion of Howard the Duck, the movie, is about Marty's ma from Back to the Future trying to fuck Howard the Duck, or
Hell
just
yeah.
fucking him.
Yeah.
It seems like they were just fucking.
Paddington. There's a picture. He's Marvel, I think.
Oh yeah, well according to this Google search, yes he is.
Homer Simpson.
Homer Simpson as Thanos. That's a pretty good one. I like it. I like it a lot.
I don't know. Like, I just think
Wow.
Doctor Doom. Like, there's so much potential with Doctor Doom.
There is a lot to be done with Doctor Doom.
I'm-
I think that could be really good.
Pretty set on Doctor.
Yeah.
Get rid of Benedict Cumberbatch.
Yeah.
Not because I don't like Doctor Strange. He's pretty cool. I just don't like Benedict Cumberbatch's stupid fucking face.
He's not great really.
He's a good actor.
But he just kind of annoys me. I don't know what it is. I don't know why he annoys me, but he does.
But also, ever since
I wish he
Sherlock,
didn't, but he does. Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Oh, give me a real old man Logan with the inbred Hulk
You haven't
children.
yeah, that could be cool, but you haven't seen Logan, man, and it's
Fucking
great. Logan's so good. I really need to watch that.
Isn't
again.
it Old Man Logan where like the villains chop up America for
yeah,
each
into
other?
like little segments.
Like Red Skull
Yeah,
gets
yeah.
one.
Yeah.
Doctor Doom, I think.
Yeah, I
is
think
like
that.
the West
Yeah,
Coast.
yeah.
Yeah, like. I
But
don't know.
man, you gotta see Logan. It's so good. Just
Yeah.
watch Logan. It's great.
Yeah, I've heard
Oh, it's probably the best of the X-Men movies, to be honest.
easily.
Yeah,
don't know, is there
it's
any
like a
good X-Men
proper
movies?
good film. I really liked Days of Future Past. I liked First Class at the time.
I didn't watch any of those because I saw that the cast was not the old cast, and
But I liked the new cast. I liked the new cast a lot.
sure they're great.
Yeah, James McAvoy's pretty
I
good.
love James McAvoy. He's
Michael
in
Fassbender's
some
really
great
good in
movies.
First Class. Actually, he's really good in First Class. Might be his accent is so shaky. It's so weird. It's like the only one of the films where he's got any hint of
Which
one.
one's he?
He's Magneto.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
I get him and James McAvoy mixed up.
James McAvoy looks so bad bald. Have you seen the trailers for Dark Phoenix?
Yeah.
That looks like a shit film, by the way. Oh my god, that looks bad. Oh my god. Charles, you need to do something. I don't know what to do. Wow. What a bad looking movie. Did you hear? Actually, I don't think you did because it was in the Weekly Planet news this week, right? They mentioned it. They changed the final scene of Dark Phoenix, right? The third act, the like main action sequence, right? They have changed it from being in space
Okay.
to being on a train.
What? Why?
Because apparently it's just like the Dark Phoenix, just like in a void background, shooting at a void background, and they were like, "This is boring," so they're adding a train to make it more interesting. A train.
Yeah, that's not how you don't just add you don't just fucking change the whole backdrop. Of
Yeah,
the scene
just
because,
at the last minute. Oh my god, yeah, that's gonna be a nightmare.
That's gonna look like shit.
That's going to be bad.
I wish I had more to add about like what I want next.
Yeah, but it's hard for you to say anything because you don't know really what they've done. But I don't even know what I want to see next. I just want them to continue being good, please. Put Thor in the next Guardians of the Galaxy. That'd be savage. I'd really enjoy that. I would love to see that.
Give me fucking Ben Reilly Spider-Man.
Chris
You know, like
Chris
some
Hemsworth
weird
is
shit.
so funny. I'd really love to see him in Guardians of the Galaxy 3. He'd spice it up because the second one was a bit stale. I told you the other week I tried to rewatch it on Netflix. Got like 20 minutes in.
Dr. Bong.
Dr. Bomb.
No, Dr. Bong.
Bong?
Like
Oh, dude.
Oh, he's like got a bell for a head. Yeah.
Stupid.
He should be the next villain.
Yeah, man. See if they could build a fucking franchise around that.
Look at him. His
Oh,
head's
Jesus.
a bell.
Oh, God, Brian. Let's stop doing this. All
All
right.
right. That was a bonus episode for everyone.
Yeah, a little something. Why the fuck not?
I don't know why we did that.
I know, it's a bit of crack, man. Why the fuck
I mean,
not?
I was just hanging out here and you showed up at my house
Yeah,
and started recording.
And when your
so-
parents just finished work, I just got in their car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
Well, thanks very much for listening. If you did, thanks very much for sending in a question. If you did, if you didn't, and you want to, you can do it at translationlostpod@gmail.com. You can do it on Twitter with very few characters at tlostpod on Twitter.
well, we won't.
I'm going to say all of them like this. You can find us on Facebook.
Don't message
comment
us
on our
on Twitter. We
things.
won't see it.
Translation Lost Podcast on Facebook.
Message us on Facebook. We'll
But
see
don't
that.
bother because we won't.
No,
But you can
I'll-
comment it under the thing. We might find it.
I'll see it.
Maybe.
I'm going to be checking that more lately.
Good for you.
We need to.
You can
start-
also find us on...
You
that's
also
it.
need to
That's
start
all of
checking
them.
it more.
That's all of
You-
them. I'm not going to.
We both need to.
We're
yeah.
Translation Lost Podcast, and we'll be better at this next week because it'll be a real episode.
No.